Okay, welcome to the November meeting of the East Lampeter Sewer Authority and Stormwater. Present, we have members Brent Stolzfus, Todd Stump, myself, Rick Robinson, and Vinny Patel, Township Representative Rob Hutchison, Charlie Thomas, and Tara Hitchens, and representing HRG, Matt Seachy. I don't see anyone on Zoom, so I'm assuming we're ready to move forward. I invite you to join us in the pledge of the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible. Okay, minutes from October meeting for a couple weeks now. Unless there's any additions or corrections, they're going to stand approved as written. Treasurer's report, sanitary sewer.
We have checks that total $5,780.70. Bills, yeah, checks that need written for those bills.
Yep.
We have a checking account balance as of the end of October of $15,423.51.
Any requisitions?
Yes. Two requisitions. First is number 03-624. This is payable to Herbert Von Grubik for the amount of $5,878.90 for work related to the Stout Run pump station project. The second is requisition number 03-625, payable to Garden Spot Electric for Stout Run station improvement. Application for payment number 4 in the amount of $81,000.
Our pay the bills and requisition.
Make that motion.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Stormwater.
We have bills that need paid in the amount of $6,220.60. And we have a checking account balance of $28,785.93.
Body has done a auto body repairs in Willis Street. Assuming there was damage to one of the trucks, the Freightliner. And,
That was our sweeper.
Yeah.
He was sitting at an intersection and the motorist decided to turn right into him. He was sitting in the lane next door and he was out in the cleanup system.
So that $874.35 will be reimbursed.
It didn't meet our deductible. I think it's all within the insurance company's now.
Doesn't matter whether it meets your deductible or not. If it's not your problem, I mean, should be reimbursed.
Yeah.
I mean, so I know sometimes you have to, pay out, you pick up your truck or whatever, but the fact is that should,
We paid it. Our bookkeeper was in touch with our insurance company. Contact their insurance company.
yeah, I'd stay on top of that because they're quick. I know one happened to me and I was driving down Maple Avenue and a car pulled right out from Birmingham Farmers Market, hit me, never stopped. Long story short, I didn't get my reimbursement, and didn't get it, and got a hold of my insurance agent, and they put me off a time or so. And finally, I got a check for like 90%. Then I said, well, why not the whole 100%. I said, I did nothing wrong. Well, a court hearing in Nashville, Tennessee, I think it was, claimed that I was 10% at fault. And I said, I refuse to have that on my record. You know, next time if I have another accident or something, here we are, they paid out for this here that I had nothing to do with. And, you know, the insurance agent knew I wasn't happy and he sends me a check for the balance. And I said, that's not what I want. I want it off my record. And finally, after probably 6 months, I got a check from the insurance agent, or from the driver's insurance. My point being, you know, if it wasn't the township's fault, don't let it go. Okay, motion to pay the bills for stormwater.
I'll make that motion to pay the bill for water.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? So moved. Old business. Under sanitary sewer, stop or run upgrades.
The electrical contractor continues setting all the electrical gear this week.
Energized today. Everything well.
Great. So during the time period, there was a couple of days that they were all utility power. They were using a generator station. We had a meeting here between last month's meeting and today with the contractors. They basically developed a schedule as I've shown there. They're going to shut down the existing generator for a period of projected November 12th to 15th. We'll take the schedule into the design for that. The 15th would be the new automatic transfer switch startup. By December 9th, the first pump will be installed, projecting December 19th. Getting time to actually get that pump. And then let that run for a period of about a week, just to make sure there's no bugs with it. If everything's good to go, then we'll start that process with the second pump. They estimate that it probably takes about a month to get through that whole period. And there. So, you know, February, March timeframe, somewhere around getting all three pumps operational and that substantial completion inspection and good site 6 longer than completion. But good to actually see some progress being made. And with that now, we want to handle we do have our next job. It's scheduled for November 29th. And that here prior to that one starting. Yeah, application payment number 4 for that regarding Bob Electric, which was approved. So I think December meeting up the plan, the general contract, they can do until electrical gears in place. But I think probably January, February, for sure.
Are you running into supply problems anymore? Have the people settled down now?
I think we have what we need now. So not aware of anything that's not in the supply.
Okay. $1929 LaSalle Avenue easement crossing.
We just received the plan about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Solicitor Cream questioned that the easement underneath PPF. There's a bunch of back and forth, and it looks like Pi's engineer has moved the water. Because they found realized what it was. I have to look at it. Solicitor Cream, I didn't have a chance to forward him the print. Matt's looking at it for the first time, so I guess the big question is if we, in accordance with township staff reviews and Solicitor Cream's okay, would the authority give permission to go across sanitary sewer? Like I said, it just came today. I have time to look at it.
Yeah, looking at this right now, at the bottom left, there's the water line. And around station, between station 5+50 and 6+00, you can see what they're showing. The clearance between the existing sanitary sewer and the proposed water line. Probably 4 feet of clearance there between those two, I think. And going over top of it, they shouldn't be disrupting sanitary sewer at all with what they're proposing here. And I think, you guys take care of there be a storm easement associated with this too? That would likely come from here with the 30-inch crossing. They've got 18 inches of cover with that. I think the only thing I would look at from that aspect would be condition of that pipe that says it's corrugated metal. Which is the cover. Yeah, just proper. Yeah, just be cautious when crossing that.
You know, I think they got their inverts and stuff from existing utilities in the street.
Okay.
I think there's a buried electric going back there through there too, and I don't see.
I do see it running diagonal. Like it runs,
Yeah, conduit.
it's like a U line. Looks like it runs diagonally north of the blue line.
Stuff following this one too.
Oh, okay.
Heading back, there's. Back to the rear of the property. Yeah, I have to look at it on Google plan. Yeah, I've been marking questions down that I need answered, but I would like to have answers to, but
I think, at least looking at this, doesn't seem like there'll be much impact to the sanitary one.
The Solicitor Cream didn't find any problem with it. I don't see a problem with this one, but
yeah, like I said, I didn't even get a chance to send it to him. I just printed these out to bring it to the meeting.
just want to let him look at it and look, convince him we get a nice meeting.
Well, I think we can, as long as it meets everyone's approval, I mean, I think we should approve it moving forward if. As long as it meets township, engineer and lawyer, and they all agree that it's okay, you can,
Yeah, if there's,
approve it to move on, as long as it meets those conditions.
yeah, if there's a lot of changes or something, it would have to come back up in the next meeting, but. It'll take a little bit to look at it.
They are pursuing supervisor approval of their plan. So if you want to hold off till next month, then that would have to hold off.
See a need for that. I mean, I would make a motion that we approve it as long as it's Solicitor Cream and township staff and HRG's approvals.
Got a motion?
That's a motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed? So moved. I don't think, Any other old business? Sanitary.
Briefly mentioned, we received a letter from Suburban Lancaster Authority. I think that he's going to reimburse them for charges. They believe that the metering program that we just went through with the city indicates that they had less flow in the system than they were billed for because our meters weren't functioning correctly. So they want us to reimburse them for some of that. So we're looking at that. I'll add an editorial is that, we did not too long before that letter came, we did meet, as a group. Not good at all. He's got a letter in there. And the other aspect to this, which kind of irks me, is that city's engineer and Suburban's engineer are the same firm.
Guess it's always worth a try. I don't.
So we'll keep it. It's not really an authority issue. It's more of an operational township issue.
Well, it's nice to know because if it does turn into something, at least we're somewhat in the loop. Thank you for that. Any other old business under sanitary sewer?
The Strasburg Pike extension, and I know we were looking for some funds for that.
So Hutch had reached out to the commissioners. He did get a reply back from Commissioner DiAgostino as far as an update. The commissioner indicated their committee is wrapping up its review shortly. It'll then be put to on board the commissioner's agenda before the end of the month. An overview of all the applications and the deadline is where each application falls under the So for that meeting, all applicants will be invited to attend it. No decision will be made, but a discussion of the priorities for the board will be had since there's less money available this time around than the first round. And the board needs to figure out what their priorities are based upon what they want to fund. On infrastructure, on other programs, that's for them to decide and use those dollars. So they're looking for a decision likely in December.
And the commissioners make that decision?
Ultimately, yes, they have a committee or group that makes recommendations, but ultimately the commissioners do.
This question to the board, we were looking to this project either way, right? If we got the money, that'd be a nice bonus. So is there anything we should be doing to start the wheels turning on this?
I don't know specifics for how this funding program is, but a lot of grant funding programs, they will only let you apply funds once you start, like after you've been awarded to go through that process. So anything that you would spend prior to that may be ineligible for reimbursement.
Understood.
I did report that we did have one other person reach out that wanted to hook up, and then I contacted the only way they want to they also get city water. He said if he couldn't get the water, he didn't want the sewer.
The CFA application, their next meeting is in mid-November here, coming up. At least that's what's still scheduled. There's still an agenda for it. However, From what we're hearing, there still need to finalize a budget. So I don't know how likely it will be if they make a decision this month.
The election's over, maybe there's a little better chance, but, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one.
Business stormwater.
Things are going in tomorrow.
She starts,
Right, they dropped them off and delivered everything.
yeah, spread them out when I drove through.
New business. Terry Sewer. Advertise equipment on Munich bid.
There is some. There's some equipment that was removed and replaced at a couple of pump stations, the authority was the one that purchased the things. We put them out there to other authorities, fail for use of pump stations, but some confuse the authorities. You need to get permission.
Sell
There's 5 items, the Muffin Monster, as Charlie pointed out, a transformer. There's numbers at the top of each packet here. And then an empty panel box, there's 2 of those, number 3 and number 4. And then a shunt panel is number 5.
You could probably bid on it.
Could use one of these machines, right?
Yeah.
It's listed. Get it out of the way, maybe get a little.
there, you.
Oh, that thing's probably about 4 foot tall. It chews up bricks and 2x4s. And that,
For the muffin, there's not expensive.
You're allowing guys to sell that. They can move it. What's?
Second the motion.
Yes. We have a motion and a second to sell with municipal bid. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved. Any other new business under sanitary sewer?
One other item. In your packets up there, there's a escrow agreement. The wastewater treatment, medical emergency capital improvements. Escrow agreement amendment. This is a new. Special projects, emergency repairs, replace. Lumped into other major projects. The authority to bear the funding. Presented here for your consideration, and it's also being sent to all the other partners. Intention would be if all the authority include.
I'll make a motion when we approve escrow agreement amendment number 2.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion in the second to approve escrow agreement. Amendment two. Favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Anything else under new business under sanitary sewer?
I just mentioned briefly, we're gonna be, sort of doing our own, metering and analysis of the system down at the Rockvale area. To prepare for the redevelopment that. If there are needs to, increase pipe sizes or make other improvements downstream of development based upon the changes that are proposed. So,
How many apartments are they thinking or something in that range? I mean, it's gonna gotta make a difference.
118.
518. So yeah, it's a different flow than just the retail operations out there, so.
Hey. Sounds like. New business under.
Thing to report. I know, you're shocked.
Didn't get a chance to die yet. Like, it's fine, it's fine.
Any other business? Any public comment?
Has been none.
Thank you. Motion to adjourn. So moved. Thank you.